I'm a first-time mom and waited forever for this moment. I have had the most beautiful pregnancy journey, and I wanted to share third trimester symptoms and memories and moments with you all. I have already posted first and second trimester, so if you want to, first and second trimester is already up, so be sure to catch up on those before watching this one. But this is the third trimester. I am currently still in my third trimester. I could give birth any day now, but we are going to talk about everything up until today. Third trimester has been feeling excited, all about feeling excited. It has been preparing for baby and getting prepared. We feel the most prepared that you could possibly feel. Like we have all of the things done and we're just waiting for baby's arrival. But let's get into the symptoms that has started or increased in pregnancy third trimester. Again, second trimester was edema. Third trimester is still edema. I have been holding water, liquids. My water retention has been high because my hands are still swollen. My feet are swollen, but no worries because everything else checks out fine, but I do have edema. Also in third trimester, finger numbness. Currently right now, I can't feel the tips of any of my fingers. And it has gotten worse over the weeks because it will only last a few minutes or it only happen when I get out the shower. But right now it's happening and they say it's all related to the carpal tunnel that I am experiencing also. I have had itchy skin. It is not associated with cholestasis. I have had my blood work ran or anything. Mine is more so allergies. I have allergies anyways, but for some reason my skin be itchy. Here and there, it's not consistent, but it do happen. But it's not a health related concern either. Also in the third trimester, my face, do you see it? It has blown up. My nose has spread. My neck has widened. My cheeks has gotten puffier. This is, when they say the pregnancy glow, they're not talking about this part, this part. But I feel like in the third trimester, my face has blown up and have completely changed. Good thing I'm still pretty, right? Also, in the third trimester, stretch marks has started to appear. In the second trimester, I started getting a little on the sides of my belly, but third trimester is when they really took off. They're on my belly a little bit at the bottom, on my sides, like what they call it, the love handle area, and that's pretty much it. But stretch marks have appeared during the third trimester. Hips, pelvis, and back, all of it hurt. It all hurt. It hurts right now. But of course, sitting on a labor ball and things help. But my hips, back, and pelvis, obviously because baby is getting ready to come down the birthing canal. So everything is positioning downward and all of that pressure. Yeah, I feel it. It's not unbearable, but I feel a difference. Also, in the third trimester, my feet has grown by 3 sizes. 3. My feet are huge, obviously from the edema, but they're huge. I used to wear a size 7. The pair of shoes babe bought me so that I can have something comfortable to wear is a size 10. A 10. I never in my life, my feet grew by 3 sizes, y'all. Like, yeah, I'm still processing that. Also, frequent urination is a thing. I get up 3-4 times throughout the middle of the night. I was already getting up in the middle of the night for second trimester, but it increased. Obviously, the closer to due date, the closer to baby arrival, it increases. But I feel like I use the restroom more. Not crazy where I feel like I can't do anything, but it definitely has increased. Braxton Hicks, I have experienced them here and there. The lightning crotch, you know, that sharp pain, I experienced that here and there, but nothing too intense. And the last symptom for the third trimester that increased, and I feel like is my worst, is clumsiness. I am not a clumsy person. I am not a clumsy person, but how clumsy I have been. I drop everything. I break stuff. I'm drinking something. I miss my whole lip. Like, it's just, it has been so annoying and frustrating because I be getting so annoyed with myself. Thank God for my wife because I have not had to pick up anything I dropped, clean up any mess I have made, like anything that I have that's a result of this clumsiness, she has taken care of. She'll come up. It's like basically somebody be like, I clean up on aisle 3. She come clean up. Or she hears something drop, she come immediately. I'm going to talk more about her and everything else in the next video. I'm going to do about just things that I have done, that I have not done in the pregnancy journey, the support I have had, all of that stuff. That's going to be like a pregnancy recap, wrap up in the next video. But clumsiness, thank God for her, because I'd be too frustrated. Like literally the other day, I dropped 2 things in less than 1 minute in the kitchen. And one of them went all across the counter. It was a mess, okay? So memories for the 3rd trimester, things that stuck out to us and that is near and dear to our heart that has happened during the 3rd trimester. Also, 3rd trimester started in like October, beginning of October to now. We're still in 3rd trimester. But the first thing that sticks out is our nesting baby celebration party with our friends. We opted out of doing a baby shower and gender reveal. What we did do was host our closest friends. And they flew up for about 5 days. And we did different baby celebrations. We went to brunch. We went out to eat. We went to game nights. We did little fun things around the city, but we also did prepping and nesting. We washed the baby's clothes. They did the nursery. Like, very beautiful moment. I have a short on my page showing all of the things that we did, but I'll put snippets here so you can see it also. But hosting them was so much better than having like a baby shower to us. It was intimate, but it was like a, you know how they had like bachelorette parties? It was like a baby-rette, like baby celebration, baby nesting, all of that all in one. And it was such a great time. Also in the 3rd trimester, the nursery was completed. The 2 guys that came, our closest friends, obviously, and my wife completed the nursery. She added finishing touches after they left, but the nursery got completed in 3rd trimester, which it is beautiful. I wanted no parts with the nursery. My wife literally designed, picked, and built everything in that room by herself. Had no say so, because I didn't have a care. And I was just like, it used to be a guest room, and I was like, we could just keep everything in here and just put the baby crib, like replace the bed with the baby crib. And she had a desire to do something else. So I told her I didn't want to take that moment from her. You do it. I just don't want no parts of it. And it turned out perfect. I'll put a video here.
I just want to see. I just want to see how beautiful you are. You know that I see it. I know you're a star. Where you go, I'll follow. No matter how far. If life is a movie, oh, you're the best part. Oh, you're the best part. Oh, best part.
Is this sunrise and those brown eyes? Yes, you're the one that.
Glucose test. I took the glucose test. I did do like the fresh test, like which is a natural test for the first glucose test, because that was part of this. This is memorable because I felt the first one, but I didn't feel it. I missed it by 1 point, which I guess it is failing. So I had to take the 3-hour glucose test, which I was really scared because I'm like, oh my gosh, I might have gestational diabetes. It was just a whole thing. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is just too much. I don't want this to happen. But I end up going back and taking the 3-hour test and passed that with flying colors. So good. I had a glucose scare for gestational diabetes, but everything worked out just fine. Started heavy postpartum prepping, doing freezer meals, getting diaper caddies packed during the birthing bag. We did all of the postpartum things. We stocked up on like hygiene, household things. I'll do a whole list in the next video of all of the postpartum prep we did, but we did heavy postpartum prep during the 3rd trimester. Our registry was complete. We set a deadline for our registry. We cut off our registry after November 15th. I think it was November 15th. I am due in January because we live far from family and it's just us, and we did not want people buying things from the registry all the way up until birth, and we have to sit here and unbox it and stuff, and we wait to buy things that we need. What we did was cut it off, had a deadline, and purchased everything else that we needed that was left on the registry, and prepared all of that stuff. So by December 15th, we have been like chilling since then, just so that we wanted to enjoy the last month of pregnancy without having the long to-do list. And we were able to do that by completing the registry early, and also the prep, postpartum prep, getting the house clean, all of those things before December 15th. Also finished our last baby, breastfeeding, birthing, postpartum class. The last one that we were supposed to take was the newborn sleep 101, which something happened with that class, but we end up taking another one, like, fourth trimester, which was a good class to know what to expect after baby gets here. So we wrapped up all of those preparation classes. Third trimester, also had another scare, right? Amniotic fluid. I didn't think. They thought my amniotic fluid was leaking and we would possibly have to, have babies sooner than expected. But come to find out, everything turned out fine. It was a mistake with the test. I don't want to go into many details about that, but there was a mistake that happened with the test that caused a false positive. And when we went to the hospital and they did all of their further testing, everything looked good. When we went to the MFM, my fluid levels have been fine and perfect. So everything looks good, and it was good, but it was very stressful and it was very scary because we weren't prepared at this time. And that same day we had family coming in for Thanksgiving celebration, but everything worked out just fine. Which brings me to my next memory. Thanksgiving, we hosted Thanksgiving here with my wife's family. It's my family, but her mom, her siblings, her nieces and nephews, they all came up for Thanksgiving, which was a beautiful, fun experience. They were here for about that whole week, that Thanksgiving week, and we had Thanksgiving here. It was a good time, and that was a good memory to have in the third trimester. Also, a memory is like my belly really popped around week 28. I'll insert a picture here for week 28 of what my belly looked like. But I feel like I really started getting a bump, and that's when it was noticeable, and I'll be out in public. People talk to me about having a baby and pregnancy and stuff because they can look at me and tell I'm pregnant. But about week 28 is when I really got a bump. And yeah, I was happy about that because, in the previous videos I was saying I was waiting a long time. I was waiting a very long time to have a bump that was recognizable. The last core memory for the third trimester that sticks out is our maternity shoot. We took maternity pictures and they turned out beautiful. That was kind of like our last thing after prepping. The last thing we had to do was take maternity pictures, and we did at 36 or 37 weeks, which they turned out beautiful. And that's the third trimester. This is pregnancy. My pregnancy journey has been beautiful. I don't have really many complaints. Yes, I have had symptoms, but I have had a very different pregnancy experience than most people, or what people tell. I feel like I have had a positive one. Granted, I have waited forever for this moment, so I feel like maybe I'm taking everything in with, gratitude because I prayed for these moments. But the next video is going to be about my pregnancy journey, things I did, unconventional things I did, things I didn't do, the support I had, and things like that. But if you want to know how I got to this point, I already put up the videos about our conception journey via IVF, and you can watch the previous trimester 1, 2, and this one. And I'm going to work on a birth and labor vlog, which should be up. I don't know when baby comes, but when baby comes, I'll try to do a video of my birth and labor story for a baby. But yeah, see you next time.